Hi. Let me move my starlight because I don't want the light from my starlight shining into people's face. So y'all know I was sitting here messing around with my doggone game. That's what I'm always gonna do. So today, look, hey everybody, hey, just doing, how you doing, little bruh? How you doing, Mary Bear? How you doing, Jerry's Talk? How you doing, Susan? How you doing? You know I love to see when the kings in the building and the queens in the building. But yeah, so today I am chilling. I am really trying to keep myself in a good space. We all have to. And like I said, trust me, my problems will never be. I got 99 problems and a tube ain't one. That can't be my problem. You know what I mean? Those easy solvers. I know how to solve all of them in real life. But no, so I'm chilling today. I got my spotlights on in the ceiling. I'm playing the game. Hold on, now I want to make noise. I brought in my little portable heater that looks like a fireplace. I brought it into my room because I'm chilling. I am chilling. You know, you're such a hater. Hold on. But yeah, so I wanted to see with this trivia. I never played this trivia game, but it's one of the games. Hold on. I got both my controllers up here and I'm not using both. All right. So let's see. How y'all doing. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just for a second. I want to see something quick. And since I was already doing it, hold on a second, because the sound of that heater is gonna drive me crazy. Hold on. Now, yeah, darn. Like I said, y'all, I am chilling. I am in my room, sitting up in my room, like Brandy. This morning, I ended up all on Terra Lands all night. Mm. Thank you, sis. Thank you very much. I thank you for the super sticker. Hey, my snuggle bunny. But yeah, like I said, this whole YouTube stuff, it's a lot. It's like, and I'm not even talking about like the drama part, like just everything that go on here, like not even just in one place. Everything that goes on here is a lot. It's a lot. But I don't feel like you should come on here to have to test your toughness, have to test your loyalty, have to test your, you know what I mean? I just don't. I don't know. To me, I'm not gonna do all that because what I've learned is what you're gonna be doing is fighting people who believe what they already believe, no matter what you're showing. If you showing somebody the real you and they keep saying you something else, well then obviously that's what they say. That don't make it so. That does not make it so. My snuggles, how you doing? I just hate that it's so much divide. Like it's so much division. Like it doesn't have to be. If I don't like it, I just don't like it. I don't need to make announcements about it. I don't need to be around it. It's just what I do. It's just I don't know. This internet is a whole different place. And what I don't like when I was a subscriber, I remember thinking to myself, like, one of the things I can't stand is you just writing things in a chat. You're not writing your whole life story, none of that. But all these people had this like complete opinion of so-called who you are. That was one of the things I didn't like. And most of the times they'd be wrong. That was the worst part. But the greatest thing I learned when you make a channel, when you start your channel, when you're doing your channel, is you get to do things the way you want. You get to, so if you think, like for me, one of the things I couldn't stand was when I would go in a chat and a content creator would be like, mods, you better tell them how to act. Why do my mods need to come in to be play leaders? Why are they coming in to be babysitters? Aren't we adults? Didn't we come in here? Don't I know how I want to be talked to? So I'm gonna talk to you how I want to be talked to. Now, if you step out of that, I can talk to you how you talking to me too. But like I said, I just didn't understand. So I was like, I'm not doing that in here. I don't want my mods to think they security guards. I don't want my mods to be more stressed coming in to be my mod than they are about life. I don't want that. So that's how I was. So when I was setting my channel up, it was things I was like, what do you want? I wanted to make it very clear in here. Don't come up in here looking for your enemy. Don't. Do what the rest of haters do. Sit in the bushes. Screenshot it if that's what you do for fun. Claudia, how you doing? But I wanted to make sure that in here people weren't attacked. As long as you came in here and showed respect, you would be respected. And there wouldn't be a hierarchy of who was more important than who. We would all treat each other as equals in here. You know what I mean? And if you was a real boss, Dana says, how you doing, bang? Savage, how you doing, sis? But I said, so when you came up in here, it wasn't, you didn't have to explain yourself. I don't want nobody to come give me a resume. I don't want to say, hey, how you doing, Claudia? And you like, yeah, I used to go over to such and such channel, because girl, you ain't got to give me all that. I don't need to know all that. I know that in my lifetime of watching YouTubers, there's been YouTubers that I watched and I liked them a lot. Then one day I was like, I ain't with that. I don't go on a shit campaign about them. I don't do none of that. I don't hate them. I don't wish them to not make it. I don't. Like even Undercover Dunk, how you doing? How you doing? My Claudia, in case I didn't speak, how you doing? Oh, you driving? Well, be safe, sis. Just listen. Be safe. But and I even said when I came on here, I like when we turn it. I'm the type that I'm gonna make a joke. You can't make a joke out of everything. Terry Lynn says, how you doing? You can't make a joke out of everything, but I'm one that's gonna laugh. Let's laugh about it. But then there are things that I can't laugh about. When we just being serious, it's some things you're not gonna laugh about. We're not gonna agree on everything. It's like I tell people, you think I don't like you because you're a Republican? Then you must be small-minded. I don't dislike nobody because they vote and beliefs. I don't like you because you're a Democrat. I'm not one. I'm not a Republican. See, that's what I'm saying. And with your vote, you have a right. So it's people that are that small brain. I'm not. So I don't care who y'all like on these histories. I don't. What I care is the respect you showing when it comes to me and your relationship. that's what concerns me, because that's the part I'm in. The rest of it ain't got nothing to do with me. Caroline. Hold on, y'all, because I said I was going to drop this link, my mom's link to her book. I was gonna start dropping it in the chat, and I really want to start February 1st. So one reason I haven't is I was gonna do it all through February. February is the month of love. I want to talk about things we love. I want to do things we love. I want to see things about love. I want to know. I want to talk about your very first heartbreak. Now, if we talk heartbreak, I only want to hear it if you can follow that story up with some love. Now, that love could have been just you. You learn to love yourself so much. And somebody gonna want to be along with you if you can. But I definitely, for the month of February, and February is also Black History Month. So February is also a month of just, it's not even about teaching somebody about it. It's about respecting the whole path that makes up my history. How you doing, Paul? How you doing? Welcome. I love when the king's on the building. And then on here on YouTube, everybody think they know who everybody is. You don't. You know how you know people? When you're in a situation. Like if you're in a relationship with somebody, I'm not talking about like a boyfriend, girlfriend. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you know how they are when everything's good. How about when things aren't good? How about if somebody's sick? How about if you're going through? How about if they broke? How about if they're unemployed right now? How about if they get a big job and they think they're better than everybody? This is how you build relationships, because I get to know in different weathers what you are. Bollywood, I told you. Big Bad Wolf, how you doing, sis? I missed you, sis. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see everybody. How is it going? I remember when I was young, when it came to Valentine's Day, I remember how it would be so many people who'd be sad if they didn't get bears, if they didn't get balloons, if they didn't get flowers, if they didn't get candy, if they didn't get this. And I remember just John King, how you doing? How you doing? And I remember one of my buddies, I told her, well, for Valentine's Day, especially now I got kids and stuff, I just make sure that I have a day with them where I make my favorites. So if one of my kids like tacos, one like pizza, We was gonna have a combo of that with a movie that we all liked that we watched together, and I was gonna make because I love them. I was gonna make sure that when I sent them to school, we was gonna send them with some stickers and stuff so they can give out love to people. That's what I was like, that's my first play. Then for like my mother, I was gonna make sure for my families at the time I still lived in the same home with my brother, my mother, my stepfather. So we were still in the same home, my sister. And so I said, I'm gonna make sure I make a dinner for all us tonight that everybody love. You know what I mean? So that's what I thought about. And with my friends, I made sure we hung out with each other, had a smoke. We hung out with each other, stopped by the bar, got a drink. We hung out with each other. We ran and went bowling. We caught a movie because I love them too. And love is not love. Love isn't boastful. Love don't brag. Love, it's not holding account to all your wrongs and how much right it was. Just when I think of love, it has so many different areas. So for the month of February, I love it that it's Black History Month too because I love being Black. I love, I do. So it's all wins for me. It's all wins. We could talk about all the bad things somebody did. I've always talked about some of the good things, some of the things we wouldn't have if it wasn't for. So I do. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the Valentine's Day. You know what's funny when you think about it, especially when you have multiple kids or you had a job and you was doing a bunch of stuff and parenting. You'd be like, oh my goodness, we got to fill these cards out. And they do, and you want to do it that night. You're doing it that night before, and he's like, oh my goodness. But sometimes now I'd give anything. Pink Sapphire, how you doing? I'd give anything to have a moment where you were sitting down with a kid, realizing how they felt about people. Because that's what you get to know. Because they'll be like, this one for Billy. I gotta make sure it's because they happy. And then this is my best friend. They really like Spider-Man. So I gotta give him the Spider-Man one because that's my best friend. Oh, the innocence of a child. Maria, how you doing, sis? But yeah, I remember but I also remember when my kids was young, it felt like he was always rushing to get past the moment. You know what I mean? Because when we talk about loves, my first love in my life was my father. The realest love I ever received in my life was my mother. And then the next first love in a different form would have been my firstborn child, my first son. It was just a different thing. I was in a new place. So I can think of all the loves. I mean, so many things to love. My love for food, my love for the arts. I do. I just have a respect for filmmaking. I have a respect for actors and theater. I have a respect. So my love, I have so many loves, y'all. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, y'all did little bags for them. Yeah, we used to do those. And you remember as you got older, well, as time went on. When I was a little kid, you just had the little things, and then you would put little hearts with them, like "Be Mine," Valentine, and you would give people. That's when you could trust people because this candy was open, and y'all was bagging it or putting it with a card. When I was a little kid, when I got older, you'd buy them, and some of them came with suckers, and you could just stick the sucker into the card, and then they had allergies. So by the time my kids got a little older, then they had all these lists of what you couldn't even bring. It better not have peanut butter in it because Reese's was a big thing for Valentine's Day and Easter. They was like, don't you send that up in this. They was like, you better not. Oh, and shoe boxes. Oh, I remember when people were making the Valentine shoe boxes and fill them up with candy, and that was creative. Yeah, I used to like those. Those were more like when I was in high school, junior high. hmm Do y'all remember? I was just talking to somebody the other day, and we were talking about balloons that they put teddy bears in the 90s. That was a big thing. You go get a balloon, and you see some dude walking down the street with some big old balloon, a teddy bear in it, like money or candy all up in it. But oh, what a lucky girl! He really loves her. Then I remember being at an age when some of the guys that did the nicest stuff on Valentine's Day were the biggest dogs the other 364 days. Like, wait a minute. So he's sweet and he buy you all this stuff on Valentine's Day. He don't even come home on the 15th. Because y'all know they say the 15th is the mistress holiday. Like I say, Valentine's Day is for the women. Uh, Valentine's Day is for the women. Sweeties Day. Does anyone celebrate Sweeties Day? Do you all appreciate your men on Sweeties Day? Do you all let him know how special he is? Do you? Do you? Huh? Hold on. Sorry, my buddy's doggy is sick, and they were calling to tell me that they think they're gonna have to leave work and take her in. Thank you so much, Colleen with the K. And how you doing, sis? Thank you, crazy cat mom. I want to see what this challenge is for everybody. Yes, you should tell your man. Let me tell you something, queens. If you're a queen, then if you are in a relationship, especially living, engaged, married to someone, they should be your king. And if they are, you should let them know that every day, because that'll remind them and let you know too. So you deserve it, they do too. I don't think that you should just be it because you're a woman. You deserve to be known how special you are to somebody, but you don't let them know the same thing. So yes, please, please. But Sweeties Day, I think what is it, the 10th? The 5th of October? It's in October. Danny, I have a Valentine challenge for all of the month of February. Each day, write out a little love note to yourself for some. Oh, okay. I can do that. I can write a little letter to myself. Nurse Jen says, "How are you doing?" I can write a little letter to myself and actually read it on here. And in the comments that people want to share, whether it be after the video or during the video, something that they wrote to themselves, that's beautiful. And then put those notes somewhere that you can keep affirming yourself these things and believe what you say. Don't just say it. Even when I was on Chandler, how you doing? How you doing? Well, even when I was going through bad times, sometimes I had to write out. One day this teacher told me if you write something out, it'll stop you from just saying everything that comes to your mind. It'll help you filter, because I used to just say what I felt, say what I was thinking. At that moment, I reacted, I spoke, I did this. So when I did that, I realized sometimes when you went back and read, you didn't feel the same way, but you understood how you felt at that moment. But I was a little more calm, and I let that go for years where I didn't do that anymore. And when I brought it back to my life, that's how I know who was talking about me. Like the worst things I was saying was what I did to myself, how I beat up myself, how I didn't believe in myself, how I could understand because I started believing what people said. Hmm. She was 21. Spent 23 years with, oh my, yes. Yeah. And then she cheated. Mm. Let me tell you something about people. And especially sometimes when we're young and we get into relationships. When you're young, you get into a relationship, sometimes you don't know who you are. And then if you stay in the same relationship, sometimes most people they find themselves and they still stay together, but they have this period. Like every relationship I know that's like long term, they had a moment. Okay. That don't mean somebody was physical. That don't mean somebody was cheating. It just means they had a moment and they had to learn. But what I learned is when they after they went through that and they came back stronger. But I don't think nobody like some religions they'll tell you like don't get a divorce. So some people just stay through anything. I don't think anyone should be somewhere unhappy, tortured. None of that should be going on. I so want to order Just Dance, y'all. Like even y'all, this for the month of February. Can we all also let's start naming some things let's do for the month of February. Okay, every day in February, you're gonna write a little love note to yourself. But also in the month of February, I want you to do something that makes you happy. I remember one day Brooke was talking about how she used to do the dancing. What is that called? The dance classes. My buddy was in Zumba. She used to do those classes. Hey, if that makes you feel happy, do it. You don't have to have a class. Have fun with yourself. So I'm about to get that game, Just Dance. See, these are my games. This is what I play. I have a lot of them on Mario, as you can see. And then some of my old school games because I like them. Family Feud. This trivia game was what I was waiting, but I'm trying to figure out why I downloaded it before, why it's not on there. But yeah, those are games. That's me. That's a piece of me. So yeah. Yeah, so like I said, that's a great idea. Let's see what your goal is. Wait, you used to be the biggest a-hole ever? I don't believe that, John. Gucci, how you doing? Chantel, how you doing, sis? I don't believe it. Mm-hmm. And you learn like we have to communicate different. And then especially when you've been with somebody young, you all grew up together. So even like to any of my young mothers out here, when you had kids and you grow up and you think about it, and when you think now, like, okay, I had my first kid, I was pregnant at 16, I had my first child at 17 years old. By the time I was 20 years old, I had 3 children. I had them back to back. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for that because he knew by 21 I wouldn't even have um ovaries or fallopian tubes anymore. But so either way, but when you young, you grow up together. So then when you think, wait a minute, some of that stuff I was doing then, it was because I was a child. So even in my relationship, yeah, we might have did that when we was younger, but I can't, and I might have talked to you like this, and we talked to each other, and we thought back then we were so adult and communicating, but now it's like, okay, let's start really communicating like adults. I've known you most of my life. I should be able to come to you and talk about anything, you know? That's your best friend. If you're laying down with somebody and they're not your best friend, they not your, you know what I'm saying, then you wasting your time and theirs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 50 bless their marriage, bless that. And that's what I'm telling you, because that's what when you have a relationship, think about some of your closest friends. Think about what y'all been through. In my friendships, I've had friends that have been friends with me 30 years. So in that 30 years, they've been here when we lost my nephew. They've been here when you lost family members. You've been there when they lost family. And these are fights. But when you're in a relationship, some of that stuff can break you because y'all both going through. Y'all both going through. But that's when y'all got to lean on each other more. Lack, how you doing? That's when y'all got to lean on each other more. If they do, what they'll learn is that my parents are one very much legally covered and will definitely take the right precautions to things. They're not gonna play these games. And my mom is a public figure, so those are things. Like I said, she's a published author. She'll be on tour during 2024. So therefore, even if they did that, there would be consequences and repercussions. And that's a fact. That's not a threat. That's not a threat. There would definitely be facts. There would definitely be, if your addresses come up, if you and that paperwork come, it'll definitely be claims to YouTube to remove you in the bullying that you're doing. Trust me. And I'll show you how we Dougie. I'm not worried about that. My mother wasn't the answer to just people on the internet saying stuff. She's way more mature than that. And she's actually a good person. Hashtag a real good person. But yeah, I don't worry about that. And my mother has children and family that if we decided you were being too disrespectful, we don't give a fuck about the law. Remember that. But on the other hand, my mother, unlike these people, got something worth something, so she'll cover it at all times. My mother has worked in some of the worst schools in the city of Chicago. You think she's scared of some people on the internet who are doxing and terrorizing people because they're unhappy with their life, but yet they want everybody to give them peace? I don't worry about stuff like that. I don't even bring it into my life in those things. My stepfather not only was a lawyer, he once worked for the IRS, and my stepfather is very good on spyware and things on his computers. So he's not gonna play no games with nobody. Nobody. They're not gonna play no games with nobody. So no, I'm not worried about that. You will, because this person will take you back to that. And sometimes that feels good because you'll go out and be like, man, I feel like I'm 21 again with you. But yeah, like that's these people, they want to know what your Achilles heel is. But sometimes they got to realize when they messing with the right one, they gonna give them just what nobody else gonna do. I'm not, and see this thing, you start messing with my family, I'm not gonna be on the internet talking about it. We're just gonna handle it, however that is. And that's my promise. That's my Girl Scout promise. That's my gang banging promise. That's my any promise you want it to be. That's what that is. That's not even I'm tough. That's I'm real. I don't know a person that would play about it. They don't care about their mamas. I do. Because if you did, you wouldn't dare play with mine. Because I wouldn't dare play with yours. You playing with yours. You playing with yours. I'm so not concerned about them doing anything with my bird. One, my mother will be in my members only reading some of her book to those who have the book. And then secondly, I will be doing a segment in February where I'm going to come on here with my mother and we're going to call it a mother and a daughter talk. And you can really sit here and ask her questions about me because it'll be a real conversation. And it's not something on a bash. It's just because that is one of my best friends. I'm blessed to have in my life. So I have respect for her. So I give her respect. And that's what I give out here. So I don't worry about that stuff, man. I just don't. I don't. Not because I'm above nothing. It's just that's not my energy, and the universe isn't gonna let people who are nothing be something to something that are lights in the universe. So my mother's publishing company alone would cover her. My dad's legal firm he used to work for would cover them. I can keep going. My family is connected to some very powerful people. So why you think we're gonna play games, it's not gonna happen. So no matter what you thought about me, you start playing with them, you're gonna realize who goes and plays with lawyers. There's not gonna be like the story y'all want to tell about what John Yates did to a girl and her husband was a judge. No, sweetie. This won't be those games. This will be real life. Y'all will be down. When I'm done, y'all won't be able to do nothing. I promise you when I'm done. When I'm done, it won't be threats she'll be making. Trust me, because you're gonna be like, I messed up. We really messed up. She sure made an example out of us. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I sure will. I sure will. Mm-hmm. 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 Her book is it's a horror book actually. So don't worry. Like I said, we're gonna sit discuss it. That's what I was doing before this, dropping a link. Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that. My parents are good people. They've got done good things. They got good names of the city. Like, for example, if somebody went and Googled my parents, you wouldn't get bad stuff. So you'd come on and tell what they great accomplishments. Hmm. You tell the address. Okay. Please know I don't know nobody who doesn't have a conceal and carry or who doesn't protect their home. So if you think ringing our doorbells is gonna be something that's gonna be fun, it's not. Especially to come threat from the internet. I don't play these kind of games. Like, so stuff like that, I don't even worry about thinking about it because I still hold myself not to go to Lombard and make Jules eat the words she said about me, but I'm more grown than that. But every day I wake up and think I could do it. Today could be the day. Right now could be the moment. I don't play these kind of games in no life. In none. What y'all afraid of? I'm afraid of what I might do. But I don't, because like I said, I want to show them more that they losers and I'm going to always win. They would lose their life without a social media page. I'd still be living mine. And everything you were seeing before would still be going on. We not the same. Look, you said your pup needs you, Pink. Look, did you see who just came to join the party? I'm sorry, y'all, if I got a little, but I just thought about it. My doggone stanky butt. But no, I don't play those games. And my mom ain't worried about it either. She tell you, well, there's no need to bring them up because you be making somebody think there's a game she gonna play. My mother is a 70-year-old woman. You think I'm gonna play a game with her? She not. And not only is my mother, so my mother's very articulate, very smart, and has a master's in creative writing. So if you think she won't hesitate to write the letter to YouTube that'll get your channel took down, she will. She will. She will. You think she won't have y'all in court really needing a real lawyer instantly and they won't have enough time to get them for you because she gonna come at you that fast? She will. I promise you she will. And she'll do it from love too. She ain't gonna cuss you out. She ain't gonna disrespect you like nope, nope, no, 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 nope, 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 nope. Nope. She not. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna break her. Nothing you do will ever take her accomplishments away. She'll still be bringing out another book next year. She still will be one of the greatest things of my life. She'll still be loved all over the city. Hold on. Look, y'all, me just talking about it. Got people texting my phone in my real life. Like, baby, ain't nobody gonna play. Because nobody's gonna play that game. I'm more worried about coming outside and the sky is falling. I'm more worried about that. I'm more worried going outside and I'm gonna look up and the Lion King gonna be outside holding Simba over the expressway to let us know that the new king was born. I'm more worried that that'll happen. Baby bear, baby bear, baby bear. Just like if somebody played with one of my grandkids, I had an FBI looking into you, and I promise you that because I will tell them that I think that everything is predatory about what you're doing. It's a whole damn baby. And let me so much as know you so much as looked at a picture of a child inappropriately. I'm gonna make sure, and not only am I gonna do that, I'm gonna flood you all over the internet as a predator that pulls children on the internet. I will make sure the world know who you are. I will come to your city and stop at truck stops and put your picture up and your name on it. I promise you. I'll play the dirtiest clips of what you saying and over a speaker box on my damn. I'll come with the most sounds in a vehicle. I'm talking about I'll come with 18s, everything, woofers all through there, blasting you saying the most hateful stuff in your neighborhood. So everybody know you said it. Mm-hmm. I'll rent one of those trucks that put a screen on the side of it and I'll play you acting a fool through your city. So not only can they hear you, they'll see you. I got just that much time on my hands. Because like I told you, I know how to get you back a whole different way. Where at the end, nobody will say what I'm doing is illegal. They say, dang, she must have really just had to make her point, though. Yeah, keep on talking about one race. I'm gonna go to every community on the internet that race that's against what you talking about, and I'm gonna go in there and show them you. Quit playing with me. Quit playing me. I wish you would. And if you play with my mama, dead or alive, your mama is fair game. And I promise you, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna do. My mama gonna be begging me to stop. Bro, you know who mama gonna be begging them to stop, man? Because that's how good my mama is. My mama will be protecting y'all. She'll be telling Danny, please, Danny, please, please, please. Danny, please. They not worth it. Danny, please. Danny, please, please, please. That's what she'll be screaming. I can promise you that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. Yes, my mother taught for the Board of Education. My mother not only taught for the Board of Education, my mother has taught literacy to teachers in the Board of Education. My mother has taught English to Spanish people. My mother has taught the GED, and she has taught people to prepare them for the GED. My mother is a pillar to her community. My mother has done great things for this city. For when I say the city, we're not just talking Chicago, we're talking Cook County. So she has worked in suburbs. She has started a school before. Come on, she has been a principal. Don't you're not sitting here talking about somebody who people won't stay. The city will stand up for her. And if they find out some trash people who dox kids and do this and do that and are attached to people who are supposed to be predators, and oh no, 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 honey, your name will be mud all over your life. They'll put it on your grave when we done with you. They will put on your headstone you wasn't shit when we finish with you. I promise you that. My mother and my sister have got police officers took out of their job. You know how hard it is to get police officers out? Keep playing with it. I think I'm joking. That's they do. They write. They love to write. They're very intelligent. So no, please. I don't know where y'all thought. Let me tell you something. I never said I was them, and I never said I wasn't smart. What I said was I don't play them games. What I'm saying is when somebody violated me when I was young, I learned to protect myself. So I got gangster. What I said was I joined the gang because I was in the. Let me tell you something. I don't deny who I am. I don't deny what I've done, and I know that every bad decision I ever made got who you have here today. A very wise, intelligent, understanding, loving, compassionate person. That is who I am. I know who I am, and I don't have to question it. And I know that if people think trying to take down my family will work, I promise you, you'll die trying. I mean that. We could take it to the streets. We could take it on this book. We could take it to the law. I'm going to win every time. I promise you. I'm so smart. I know how to do this and talk shit on here and still do it the right way. Where you could play it in court and they wouldn't tell me I was bullying anyone. Because I'm not. Under the grounds, the definition, I'm not. I'm not. I'm standing up and speaking and I'm using your words against you. So no, I don't fear. And I'm not going to look for none of y'all family members because I don't care about them. Y'all represent them and I could tell y'all all losers. What I represent, you must know my mother got to have love in her spirit because I got it in my heart. And when I hated everybody, she told me love wins. And she showed me by loving me. So that's it. I'm not going to play with that. So I didn't even want to get that long winded. And I'm still going to drop my mother's link to her book. I'm still going to promote my mother because I'm proud of her. And these people will never make me ashamed of nothing I love. No, I didn't get a platform so I could hide. You got one so you could speak. So I can't be no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Thank you. Thank you. And my mother was raised by her auntie, not even her mother. And she still was the greatest mother. So I don't take excuses. I'm not here to hear why it could be bad. And then her mother passed when she was young. So I never got to meet my grandmother because she died before I was even born. So, but my mother still, no excuses. Never took no shortcuts. Is honest and true. So I say, if I'm a fraction of her, I'm winning. But here's another thing about my mother: she'll definitely stand and get into her uniform for her army, which is her family, her children. So I know that. So I would do the same for her. Hmm. Yeah. My mother is love, and I don't just say that. Like I said, we can go anywhere. We can go to schools. We can go up to some universities she's been at. We can go, and when they speak of my mother, they gonna speak. If my mother left this earth tomorrow, the whole city will show up from all over, from people in politics all over. So my mother went to Kenwood, hung out, knew Shaka Khan before she was Shaka Khan, when she was by her regular name, before she it was all that. So she grew up. She's a real person and a great person. So, like I said, somebody trying to tell me, oh, don't know, I wouldn't worry about that. That would just prove these people are exactly what I'm saying. Because my mom ain't on the internet messing with nobody. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. Because without my bloodline, good, bad, or indifferent, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the, you know what I'm saying? So all those things, that's what I said. No matter what, somebody could come in here and tell me some bad things about people in my family. That don't make me shame. That don't make us, what does that mean? So, and what? And what? I am proud of my family. And I know the army that stands around behind me originally is every last one of them. And the generals in my army are my family, my immediate family, which is my mother, my dad, my siblings. So I ain't worried about Nathan. Y'all running around and having bad relationships, people thinking that's everybody's. No, you had a bad moment here and there, but no, this is my family. I'd love to tell you they was perfect. Hold on, let me see something. But yeah, no, I do. I love my family. Cree Cree, how you doing? Says, I do. Let me tell you something. I never had a surgery, gave birth to a child. Like I told you, I've had a few surgeries. Well, when I opened my eyes, my mother wasn't there. I am blessed. I was a knucklehead. I lived my life when I was young like I didn't want to live past 25. I didn't care anymore. And I was so afraid to lose the things I love that I just wanted me to be gone first. So I didn't have to lose anymore. But in that, sorry y'all, I got iPads and stuff, so they all gonna ding. It seems like I'm getting several messages. It's not. I'm getting one, then it's going to the. This is driving me crazy. But no, my buddy. Okay, let me hit him back. I'm not telling him what I'm done. But anyway, but no, but she never stopped loving me. I remember even when my mama put me out her crib, she told me in the famous words of Tina Tina Turner, "What's love got to do with it?" She told me she loved me, but I gotta learn. I gotta learn that I'm blessed. You know what I mean? Because I just thought I knew. Oh, you don't want to change my curfew? You know what I mean? I got this. Oh no, baby, I'm not upset. I'm just being real because even last night when I was on Terry Lynn's and she brought up with my granddaughter, I don't play those kind of games. So people could do it, but I'm going to show you that not only do YouTube have it written down that these would be things of acts of termination and things that'd be legal. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to hold them to what they say. So when they were writing out their laws and TOSs, I'm going to make sure that they stick to them. I'm not gonna play with them. I can't go and stand that strong on somebody else's situation. But if it happens to me, I'm gonna take all the right precautions. I promise you. I won't need to worry about finding a lawyer that costs money because we're gonna find a lawyer that wants to take a lawsuit up against YouTube. Because this is who we're gonna start fighting for. And we're gonna tell them because YouTube, I know that YouTube says, oh, so like I said, I'm not mad. No. And I wanted to answer that. I get the same answer on Terry Lynn's last night. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you don't even have to worry for my mom. I promise you. My mom is so protected and well connected that anybody that mess with her is gonna destroy the day for them and their family. That I can promise you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the B can do whatever she wants in her house. I mean, she can talk about anybody, but the only mother she can give 100% of a conversation about is hers, not mine. Just like I can't talk about her mom, I don't care to talk about her mom. I don't. I'm gonna talk about her daughter, her mama's daughter. That says she got a problem with me talk about me. And you could talk about my mom, it still won't make it true. It still won't make it true. It won't. It won't. And it'll just make it even worse on her because it'll prove you really trying to harass. Hmm. Yeah, like I said, you have to do what you have to do. And you have to follow what works for you. And like I said, I have literally not done anything different than what I'm doing right now. And someone is not, that's a form of terrorism. Terrorism will scare the American people from doing things. Ain't nobody finna scare me to do a damn thing. Like they not. That's not gonna move me. What up, coach? Coach, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not with nobody doing that to somebody's mother, they deceased family member, they spouse, they kid. I'm not with none of that. That's I hate to tell y'all, but that's just some coward coward shit for me to me. It just really is. It's just really it's really some coward stuff. The world is more important and there's so much more going on. And these people are jealous and haters. But like I said, you think anybody gonna stop it? Hey, you in my city, we can drive locations. That's what I said. Well, nobody got to do none of that. You so mad you only want to do it on YouTube because you want other people to do it. That's not tough. I'm not about that. But yeah, no, I don't. It don't make man, and I don't worry about because, like I said, my mother's very protected, very protected, and I'm talking about by God, she is. I said, my mother has taught. I could name some of the worst schools. Nobody gonna come and she taught, and she was loved and respected. She didn't have to hide. She didn't need security guards. For real, my mother has taught and loved on so many people in this city from when she's taught kindergarten, she's taught third grade, seventh grade. Like I said, so because of this, my mother is known everywhere, and they love her. She has respect. My mother has gotten money from Oprah Winfrey for school and she's done. So when I tell you you about to mess with a connected beast, please, who want to play? You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. Because when she done with you, I'm telling you, the places you live at ain't gonna want to house you there no more. Because they gonna say for a fact this woman is 70 years old, never been arrested, never got a speeding ticket, never broke a law, never did this, never did that. But here you come and you got a track record and you happen to mess with her? Oh, please. My phone ain't started ringing because somebody thought somebody was messing with her. Just me talking about it. So please, that wouldn't happen. But like I said, my mother would do it legally, legal schmeegly. My parents will fly to your state and press charges. Where they do that at? I know who you messing with. And if you don't know, my stepfather's an Esquire. So no matter what you think about his law, know that. And if you don't know what that means, that just tell me what you know about education. So I'm not even gonna have this conversation with you. I'm not gonna have a conversation with you. And I'm not bragging about them. I'm just telling you the truth. I wouldn't play with them. I wouldn't. I would. If your people get down like my people, I ain't playing with you. Because I already know this ain't gonna lead well. This ain't gonna, they gonna be crying, begging. Please just don't. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Paul. You know, Terry Lynn is my wife, according to YouTube. And Heidi's my wife. Chris Mama's my wife. I'm just married to everybody. I'm not living. I'm still somehow married to all these women. Yep. Now, look, I never got a speeding ticket, but I ain't gonna say I never got no tickets. I remember I got a red light ticket on my mama car, and she said I'm ruining her perfect driving record. My mama driving record so good that they told her when she had to get her thing, just get her license done, she didn't have to do it. Don't worry, they were just gonna come and send the. I said, wait, didn't they do that? When they just mail your stuff? I ain't never heard this in my life. So she getting rewarded from her insurance. Don't get me started. But now I ain't gonna lie, she done had some car accidents in her life because they accidents. They happen. And like I said, y'all know I don't come on here to tell nobody's story, but I'm going to boast and brag about my mama. I'm going to give her flowers while she here, and I will never stop. Just like I talk about my grandma been dead for almost, 2008, 2009. My grandma died in January 2009. It is 2024. I'm going to speak about it like she just left yesterday because her impact is a lifetime. And when I tell y'all I'm 5 life, death can't stop me from talking to and loving you like I do. I miss you. I will, but I promise you, people are gonna talk about you like they knew you. They gonna, oh yeah, because your grandma said that, didn't she? That was her favorite color, wasn't it? Because I never gonna let you never die for me. Please, oh my mom, please, my mama, yeah, I'm gonna brag about her. When I was a little kid, my mom used to tell us, read us stories that she had wrote, and then tell us that all she dreamed is to one day be a writer. And one day she was gonna be, one day she was gonna do that. She was gonna have a book. She was gonna have her books out, and she was gonna do that. My mama's doing that. Everything my mom ever said, she did it. Her word was her bond. And one thing she never did was ever let us go. She has loved us for real, and I'm talking about the right way. She definitely put her foot in your back. She let us know she loved us. And that's the truth. She is the example of the queen that, man, I only aspire to be. So, no, please, please, I lay my life down for her, for real. Though I know she lay hers before me. Because, worst my mother knowing the hierarchy, she don't want to bury her children. She don't. No mother does. That's what somebody said earlier. They don't know how a mother. Kudos to that queen, because that's a jewel you wear that many of us won't be able to, couldn't dare. So, like I said, please, you better salute these kings and these queens. Forget when now these people start talking shit about you on here, or they getting ready. Think about your real life. Think about the great things you got in your life. Think about the things you got. They wish, or they probably got them, but they don't even appreciate them. They don't. They don't appreciate it. They don't realize how blessed they are. Like when I look at my grandkids, you know what I think? Thank you that I never gave up. Because if I would have gave up when I wanted to give up, if I would have gave up when they told me I had cancer in my ovaries, if I would have gave up, I would have never seen this. And I couldn't imagine my life without seeing it. So, baby, these people on the internet, what could they take from me? They can only remind me how jealous they are of what I have that they'll never be able to buy. Thank you, sis. Oh, she would have. And you know what? She might have known my mom, depending on where she went to school. Depending on where she went to school, she might know my mom. And that's why I said that's what my mom, even y'all, when I tried to be Huey P. Danny, I was Malcolm S. Lewis Farrakhan, I was everybody. When I tried to do that, it was hard because my mother to this day still has friends I've known my whole life. And they Puerto Rican, they are Caucasian, they are all kind of different races. And I never looked at them by their race because to me they were just them by their name. And I loved them. And I still love them. And they still love my mom. My mom literally has 50-year friends, and not just one of them or two of them. She has several friends that she's been friends with 50 years. So please, please. What, they want to know something now? They want to know something now? They want to know she never gave up. So my mama taught us that it's not where you come from, it's who you are. And that the only thing that's ever going to stop you is you. Nice, but she talking shit. I thank her for pouring in love when I didn't even think I wanted it. I thank God for not making any mistakes by giving me her. And I mean that. And I thank her for being able to put up with me. Because when I tell y'all, I was a mess. I was a mess. I was a mess. And I didn't care. I didn't I didn't care. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I'm going to definitely have her come up here. And we are right before, because my mom is going to have a book release party. And the same day that she has it, I am going to, with my members, take you into the book release party. But I'm also going to do an interview the following day with my mom on what inspired her to write this book, what made her a writer, and who is she. And she's my hero. But beside that, we're going to get professional like she just some lady wrote a book. But I love her. I do. I'm not talking. I'm not just saying something. I love her. And can get real touchy when I think of how much she loved me. Like that tips the iceberg. Like that's it. She loves me for real. And so that's why I'm like, please. They're like my siblings. I gotta tell you even about my kids. I don't care if my kids was out here and they was Tyrone Biggums. You're not gonna hurt me talking about them. You're gonna get hurt talking about them. I love my lineage. I love my bloodline. I love what God didn't mistake. He gave it to me for a reason. Just like my dad. I'm glad he was, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't be here. So I love my family. And that is what it is till it ain't no more. I love anybody under my last names and stuff. And I'm a Robinson because that's my dad. Pretty money that yet, there. Oh no, but I have to go on that because like my brother Gia always say that because he hate iPhones. And then I don't know why you don't have them, guys. But he does like WhatsApp when he want to do like calls, and it's another one he does. Because he always asks me, "Do I have?" And I was like, "I have FaceTime," which I gotta call him because he was calling me the other day too. Oh, I gotta just remember. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So when you have, and everybody doesn't have a great. Some people have that relationship with their father, their auntie, their grandmother. But if you have that, you're blessed. You are blessed. Count it. It's like all you women with a great man. Hey, blessed. Blessed. And you men with a great woman, blessed. You blessed. Count it. You got a home, blessed. No matter if it's not like the home you thought you should have, you should have had, you would have had, you got something on roof over your head. Homelessness in America is big. So if you have that, you are in the right place. You got a roof over your head, you're blessed. That's a home. Home is where the heart is. Home don't mean house. Home don't mean mortgage, not rent. So, like I said, Nina, why did he come lay right here, y'all, to snore? Nina. Oh, I love you so much. And I love him. I love Bubs. I do. Because he loves me. My dogs taught me some unconditional love, too. Because no matter where I was, I could be mentally going crazy. I could be broke as a joke. I could be lonely and depressed. But when I walked into them, I was just this great person. And so at first, sometimes you're faking it with them because I don't want to ignore them. So I'm being happy with them faking. But then one day I realized, why am I faking happiness when they're giving me love, attention, respect? Anything you can think of, they're giving it to me right now. So I'm going to enjoy the moment. Then I just started loving them more. Look, while I put my leg on. Hey, Bubba, do you want to tell everybody hello? And Bubba love my mom. Because he know if she coming, anytime my mama come by, if she come by the house, she going to get him a treat. Look at him, that's way wagging his tail. So if I'm on the phone and I say, because Bubba knows, he think he know who people are too by their voice. So I say, oh, okay, mom. Oh, you outside? He going to run to the door. Because that's code for he knows she coming in and bring something. Or she going to send in something for him. I said, that's my mama, Bubba. But no. Yes. Undercover Dawn. Diamond. I had Diamond 16 years. Yes. Nino always has gas. But yeah, I had Diamond for 16 years. And that dog loved me. I mean, she did. He likes his old Roy. Well, the only reason, because I told y'all before, I used to get the dogs hard food and soft food. But then Diamond started it, y'all. Diamond was so spoiled. Oh my goodness. She was the example. Once again, remember we talk about when you do something younger or when you do something for the first time. So Diamond was my first dog. Like the first dog I ever got. I got Diamond from Animal Cruelty. I got Diamond. She was 7 weeks old. She was a German Shepherd mixed with a Husky. She was beautiful. She was the run of her litter. I honestly went in there because I wanted a Rottweiler. And I ended up with a Diamond because my kids saw her. They wanted to hold her. And you know, when you take the animal out, you have them for like 20 minutes. They fell in love with her. And because I'm a parent, even though that's not what I came in for, because I'm a single mother of 3. I live in Humble Park. I want to make sure that my animal ain't some little cat at the door. I need an animal that's gonna get big. And we brought that. Well, we didn't bring her home that day. We actually, that's why I say born on the 4th of July, because on the 4th of July, they knew, they fixed her, put her, um, put her thing in her paw, her chip in her paw, uh, got her tags and stuff, and we went and picked her up. And but yeah, when I got that dog, we brought her home. I just thought, oh, it's gonna be so cute. We're gonna do this. We got the bowl, we got this, we got a little bed for her, we got this. She's gonna be so happy. It's gonna be this. I didn't think about potty training the dog. And then Diamond, a week after we brought her home, she caught a respiratory infection from being in the kennel at the at Animal Cruelty. And so we thought she was dying. I didn't know she had this cough. I'm like, what did she have? A smoker's cough? What is this dog? What did they do? But we ended up giving her antibiotics and stuff, and she was fine. But we spoiled her. Oh, we spoiled her while she was sick. And then some of her bad habits were hard to break. You could take Diamond out all day to use the bathroom. She could go to the park. We could sit outside all day. She could run around in your yard for hours and hours and hours and piss and pee and poop. But if she came in the house, she wasn't gonna poop in the house. But Diamond was gonna definitely pee in the house. And you'd be like, why does she do this? Diamond will always pee. I mean, I used to watch the dog whisper to try to learn. I was ready to put her in camps and everything else. I'm like, she just spoiled. But you're gonna do your best on what? Sorry, I missed that comment. Let me see. Oh, in the palm, you know, and those little dogs are just too cute. My daughter, that's what she is, a very tiny dog, and they're very expensive. My daughter paid like $1,500 for her dog, $2,000. He's so tiny, but he's so cute. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're in England. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see like you having it too. Nino thinks he's you. Mm-hmm. Terry Lynn, you got a live schedule? What time is your live schedule? I know. I don't. Across the alley, that's gang. She wants my Nino. He's a pure innocent saint. Saint Nino. Mm. Thank you, Pretty Monita's channel for dropping Pretty Monita's channel. Thank you. Hmm. Oh yeah, no, I know. Heidi doing a love after lockup at 7. Definitely want to be. I gotta get so back into the shows. Some of these shows I gotta get back into. I just realized. So this morning, I don't know. You know, I think our phones be eavesdropping into on us. They do. But so this morning we were talking about um Love and Marriage Huntsville over on Terry Lynn, just talk about the show or whatever. As soon as I got off of the live with Terry Lynn, I look at my YouTube thing and it was like it was showing me a review for Married to Medicine. And I said, wait a minute. I didn't even realize Married to Medicine was in the season right now. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's right. Phaedra's on there, right? Right. I kept calling it Bollywood, but like I told her, Bollywood is Black Hollywood. But then there's also a real Bollywood, and that has something to do with like India, right? Like when they have that, it's like a celebration. Am I making that up, or is that Bali? Is there another word for that one? Hmm. Oh yes, good luck, pretty much, Nita. You having your first live tonight? I have to swing over there and get some support. Definitely, thank you for dropping the link. I definitely come over there and check it out. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm gonna get out of here because while I'm checking out lives and doing everything, I also have to go to the laundromat. I really do. Thank you, everybody, for the super stickers, the super chats. Much respected. Thank you, everybody. Do not forget the challenge that Crazy Cat Mama gave us. I'm definitely going to do that. So, starting February 1st, and all of us, I don't want to hear I don't got a pen and no paper. I ain't got a journal. We all have phones. And inside your phones, you have a note department. And if you don't have a note department, text yourself every day. Because if you can text yourself, you can literally send a text to you. When you go to put the number and name in there, put yours in there and text yourself. But send yourself a love note. And so if it's something you want to tell yourself, what's something you love about yourself? Before I get up out of here, I'm gonna ask y'all that. What's something you love about you? And at first, I was gonna give y'all an answer like I love my heart because I used to think it was something wrong with me because of the way I felt and how I felt for people and how I cared and what I'm willing to do. But there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not the what I want y'all to tell me something you love about yourself. I love my eyebrows. Here's something on me that even when I was in my most insecure in my life, I always thought was nice was my eyebrows. I've always loved my eyebrows. I really do. And I love that I got long legs instead of a long torso. So I love my legs. What's something you love about you? What's something you love about you? Like, I got beautiful lips. What is it? What is it? Ooh, you got a fishbowl for your messages. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. And if you got a fishbowl and you putting bad, and it's not for you, Terry, but I'm saying for anybody. If you find yourself putting bad ones, make sure with that fishbowl that you also put some water in it so you can wash those things away out your mind. But you got them out by speaking them, by writing them. You got them out. They no longer are in you. They won't consume you. But when you speak good things out, then you'll hear them when you start to go bad. So if you tell yourself how beautiful you are, if you look in the mirror and you say, you know what, I love me. I care about me. It'll be days thinking I can't stand me, and you'll hear yourself saying how much you love you. I love you too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm telling you, I would rather laugh. Some days I'm thinking about just getting up here and having a whole microphone and doing stand up comedy, talking about just a roast of the week, but not roasting the person, but making some, because I can turn some shit into the joke. I'd rather laugh. I'd rather laugh. That's why I'm not going to stop. Yeah, I'm going to be in my anime. hmm You love your eyes. Okay, see? hmm Yes, and that's good. That's what I'm saying. I used to say, "Oh, Danny, you always love people and they don't love you like you do." And this, but here's the thing: if you really think you are unique and you cut from such a different cloth, then people aren't going to be like you. You're unique. You don't go into a unique store and they got 8,000 versions of it. Even when you think about like the top bags, the top expensive stuff, the top cars, they only have like 8 of them. So when you exclusive, it's not going to be another you. If you are so, so that's okay. So don't worry about if people aren't you. Be who you're supposed to be. But don't let anyone take advantage of you. Don't let anybody hurt you. Put up your boundaries. Remember, we setting boundaries. Mayor said it. We setting boundaries for 2024. hmm Oh, you said she got gorgeous eyes. Yes, so she love her eyes. I love that. hmm Yes, and I'm telling you, sometimes it could be the simplest stuff. And it's because you love it. Don't worry if somebody else might say they don't. I asked you what you love about you. That's it. I love that I care about people. Because you think for how many people that I thought cared and they didn't, that I wouldn't care just to be like them. But I tried that and I learned I felt lonelier and worse than I felt when people were doing me wrong. And I felt worse because I knew that I didn't want to make somebody feel how people made me feel. So that's why I said, you know better, you do better. And like even when it comes to religion, I don't like people for their religion if that's what make you better for you. But I believe God is real. And I believe he live in each one of us. And he the thing carrying us when we are too weak to. I believe that. hmm A beautiful disaster. Yes. Yes, Kelly Clarkson had a song. It was something like that. It's beautiful. I used to cry every time I listened to it. And it's not even real slow like that, but it's them words. And and that's oh, I love it. Uh oh, my battery is low. Uh oh, wait, don't you die on me. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I just realized, wait, why is this not plugged in? Why am I inviting guests? Sorry, guys. Wait, how come it doesn't show me? How come I don't see me, Nee? Okay, I don't know. Wait, where am I? Can you all hear me? Anyway, there I go. Yeah, I just realized when Nino came and invaded my bed, he unplugged the computer. I'm like, wait, it should be plugged in. So my laptop was like, girl, I'm done. I'm over you talking. And Nino was like, and I'm getting some good sleep. So yeah, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead, finish playing some video games. Like I said, I have to go to the laundry, man. So I have to come back to my video games. But I'm just chilling. I have enjoyed you all. Thank you to everybody who sent a super sticker, super chat. Do not forget to hit that like button. Thank you for everybody. We just came up in here and chilled and hung out. Big Bad Wolf, I'm so glad to see you, sis. I'm glad for everybody who came through. And I'm going to catch you all later. I'll probably either see you all in the chat or y'all might look. I might see y'all in the chat and y'all don't even see me. I'm there. I'm watching. I'm everywhere. I'm always supporting. I'm there because I love you guys. And I'll see you later. Bye bye. And I will be in my community wall. And definitely every day in February, I will be dropping the link for my mom's book. Because, like I said, that's going to link you to Target, bookstores, and the places that's selling. What you going to go tell them that a woman wrote a book and you don't like her daughter because you don't like her friends? I mean, that's a book in itself. I'm going to have her write a book called YouTube. That's the next book. Sheesh, I'm out, guys. I love you. See ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.